So, Friday, The Mandalorian came back. So, guess what we're talking about today? What's up, everybody? Airstop back. Today, we're going to talk about Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, The Marshal. This is one of the shows, this is one of my favorite shows, and it's one of my favorite shows for numerous reasons. Top of the reason is I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I grew up, watching the original three, and then I was one of the few people who actually liked the prequels. Not so much the first one, Jar Jar Binks, you can throw him out, but the rest of the movies I really enjoyed. And I have enjoyed the last three sequels. I have found those very entertaining. I think it really fell into what was going on beforehand, and it kind of just followed that formula to finish out the series. And that's one of the reasons why I love The Mandalorian so much. Don't get me wrong. Love the Skywalkers. I love everything that's going on with that. But I love The Mandalorian because it gives you more of the universe. That's like a lot of the animated series, which made them good, like Clone Wars, Rebels, and some of the other things is they're expanding the universe and they show you so much more. And yeah, you want to see the big characters. Everybody wants to see Darth Vader. Everybody wants to see Luke or Chewbacca or, any numerous other characters. People want to see those people. But at the same time, you want to see more. And that is what The Mandalorian gave us in Season 1. And it started off immediately giving you in Season 2. We start out, Mando is looking to reunite the child with his people. He's been tasked that with by the Mandalorian armorer. She told him that he needs to reconnect him with the child with his people. So the Mando's on his way trying to do that. He wants to find other Mandalorians to help him on his quest. He goes to, in the start episode, he goes to basically like a fight ring, trying to find out information. The person who runs it has information for him, or may have some information for him. And, Mando does his thing. He whips tail. The child does a great job of, it adds cuteness to the show. It adds a little bit of lightheartedness to the show. But at the same time, it adds a lot to the show. And so then Mando finds out that, okay, there may be a Mandalorian on Tatooine. So he goes back to Tatooine. He's going to look for another Mandalorian. So he gets there. He finds out there's a town that may have something that no one ever goes to. So he goes to this town. He finds the marshal of the town, the basic leader of the town, and he's wearing Boba Fett's old armor. So that's number one geek out moment right there. Everybody loves Boba Fett. Like, that is the one bounty hunter that everyone loved from the original three. Everybody loves Boba Fett. There's always rumors, Boba Fett survived. Boba Fett, with the armor and everything, he was able to survive and he was able to get out and all this other things. So everybody wants to see Boba Fett. He's like a huge character. So to see his armor, but it's not him, it was like a pretty cool, Easter egg. So Mando instantly sees that this guy isn't a Mandalorian. He's wearing Mandalorian armor, so he needs to get this armor back. Like, that is his mission now in the short term, is to get this armor back. So as they're kind of negotiating and they're about to have like a Texas, basically like a Midwest standoff, high noon standoff, they hear this rumbling, and it's this huge sandworm that comes through the town, eats one of the creatures, and it scares the town. And then Mando finds out that this creature has been bothering the town for a long time, and it's too big they can't do anything about it. So to avoid fighting the Marshal and Mando's good heart, they end up teaming up to go after this sand creature. So as they go searching for the sand creature, they run into the sand people. The Marshal and the sand people kind of like at odds. The sand people, they're raiders, and they have raided the town before, so they leave a bad taste in his mouth. But at the same time, Mando was like, look, we can use them. They can help us. We can help them, and we can both mutually benefit from this. So they end up working together and to go after this sandworm. And it's like a lot of funny moments. There's a lot of good things going on. You see, they try to bait the sandworm, and one of the sand people gets killed by eaten by the sandworm, and they have to incorporate the townspeople with the sand people to go after this big, huge sandworm. So they end up going after the sandworm together with the town people. They use these bombs. They set off the first explosives. It didn't quite work. They realize that the sandworm's skin is too tough. So Mando improvises. He gets the sandworm to eat a creature with the bombs. He blows them up, and then everybody's kind of happy. The sand people, they get the sandworm. The townspeople are now free from the sandworm, and the sand people won't raid them anymore. Mando gets the armor and he leaves. But at the end of the episode, what do we see? Boba Fett. So he's definitely going to show up again. They're not just going to tease that and not give us more. So I won't be surprised if he's the Mandalorian that the first person was talking about, that Mando was supposed to go to Tatooine looking for. So I'm interested to see how this now plays out. You know, there's a lot of stuff teased for season 2. We're going to see a lot of different characters, a lot of characters that we want to see, like Ahsoka. And so we're going to see how now Boba Fett, how this is all going to play in to what happens in season 2 of The Mandalorian. Like I said, this is one of my favorite shows, and it's definitely my favorite Star Wars thing going on right now. Is because it's so different. Yes, we're going to get all these things tying in to all these other characters, and I get it, and that's great. But at the same time, we have this expanded universe, and we get to see more of the universe, and we see more of these characters interacting, and what happened, with the Empire, besides what's going on with the rebellion, and what happened with, the Skywalker storyline. Like, we get to see everything else is going on in the galaxy, and I'm really looking forward to how it plays out. I want to see. I doubt if we get the child reunited with his people in this season. That doesn't make sense. Kind of short track yourself to have him reunited so soon. But it's going to be interesting to see how Mando, the adventures that they go on together to reunite him with his people, reunite the child with his people. I'm loving this show. I'm loving everything about it, from the sci-fi to the special effects, the direction. Everything looks amazing. It's like you're seeing a high-budget movie for an hour every week. And I, for one, am all for it. I'm happy they're doing this. I'm looking forward to episode 2 next week. Let me know what you think in the comments below of season 2, episode 1 of The Mandalorian, The Marshal. And until the next one, peace.